నువ్వు తీసేస్తేనే పెడతాను అది. Yeah. Yeah, good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to VCube Software Solutions for the course of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning and Data Science. Yeah, good afternoon to everyone. Now, let me share my screen. Can you please respond whether my screen and audio both are okay for all of you? Good afternoon, everyone. Can you please respond whether my screen and audio both are okay? Yeah, thank you very much, Andy. Yeah, good afternoon to one and all. Now, since last 3 days, we are discussing about string data structure, list data structure, and dictionary data structure. And we completed case studies. Okay. If anyone is interested to do any project in machine learning and data science, they should be good in these data structures, including tuple and set. We already completed them, including comprehensions with case studies. I hope you people are practiced also from the videos. Today, I will be discussing about whatever the databases which are necessary for machine learning applications. Okay. As a student, you should be good at using the databases such as MySQL, Oracle, or Sqlite, JSON, XML, PDF, and spreadsheets. Okay. And if time also permits, I will also discuss about regular expressions. Okay. Good afternoon to one and all. I will be welcome you to the today's session on databases for machine learning and data science. I hope you people are okay, ready to okay. Shall we start? Yeah. Now, first few minutes, let me discuss about what is data. See here, basically, data can be any kind of quantities is called as data. All the alphabets are called as data, and all symbols are called as data. Okay. All this data will be stored in the form of digital format in terms of zeros and ones. Okay, now? But regularly, we will call data. What is a data? Data is a plural term, and the singular term is datum. Now, data is everywhere. Machines are generating data. Robots are generating data. Sensors are generating data. Even ourselves are products of data. So all the roads are leads to data. Okay. Data is the prime for implementing any kind of data analysis or machine learning and data science applications. Okay. Now, data can be categorized into structured data and unstructured data. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of structured data? Where the data is stored in a predefined format. Now, every data will have a predefined schema. Okay. Typically, we will be representing in the form of SQL tables, where we will store the data in the form of rows and columns. Okay. Once we make this data in a more structured format, we can easily access the data and organize the data, and we can easily read the data. So the best examples of structured data are SQL databases as well as spreadsheets. Okay. Now, another kind of category of data is called as unstructured data, where the data is stored in without any predefined schemas. Okay. Now, the best examples for unstructured data are text data, image data, video data, including JSON data. Is it okay for all of you? Now, as a data scientist, our responsibility is to take any kind of data, such as text data, Excel data, HTML data, XML data, JSON data, relational databases such as Oracle, MySQL, or Sqlite, and transactional data, sensor data, social media data. Finally, we will also work with, on the last day, we will work with beautiful case studies on generative AI, on image data, audio data, and video data. Is it okay for all of you? If you want to become machine learning expert or data science expert, you should be capable to extract data from all these data. Is it okay for all of you? Yeah. Now, today I will be focusing to of what I use on the databases. Generally, what is a database? Generally speaking, data is a collection of related data. Okay. For example, let us take employee, where we can take employee number, employee name, salary, designation, and in which location they are working, on which project they are working. Is it okay? Now, database is a collection of logically related data. Here, every attribute is logically related to other, which is called as database. Now, the basic purpose of database is designed to meet the information needs of any organization. Okay. Now, if you have the database, now we should also discuss about what is database management system. Database management system is a software which is used to define a data, create a data, and maintain and control the data. Is it okay for all of you? Now, basically, there are so many databases are available in the world, okay, such as Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, PostgreSQL, and today I will be concentrating more on Sqlite database. Okay. Now let us start the basic definition of SQL. Most of the people call it as SQL. It is a programming language used in all the relational databases, such as we are going to retrieve the data, we are going to manipulate the data, we are going to define a data and provide access controls. So within few minutes, I will be entering into each and every discussions. Clear for all of you? Basically, whenever you want to store the data in the form of relational databases, here the data will be represented in the form of tables. Okay. Now, we will be store the data in the form of tables, and every column represents about columns. Okay. And whatever the data which you are storing, they will be represented in the form of rows. Okay. Now, basically, a database is an abstraction on top of operating system. First of all, we will be having operating system. On top of operating system, we will be having database management system. Okay. Now, that is easy for developers to build. On top of DBMS, we will build some sort of applications to create the data, read the data, update the data, and delete the data. Now, let me discuss about the database which I am prescribing as Sqlite. Now, most of the students can ask one question, sir, why are you not taking Oracle or MySQL or SQL Server? I will tell you why I have selected SQL for today's session. Okay. In my throughout next week also, my entire databases, I will be discussing with SQLite only. Now, I have chosen SQLite. SQLite does not require any separate servers. But if you want to store Oracle, okay, we need a separate server with a minimum 4 GB to 6 GB of the space. Okay. But if I want to store SQLites, now I don't want any server. So this is called as serverless. This is the first point. The second point, why I have chosen Sqlite, because it needs a zero configuration. Whereas if you store Oracle, you need a person called DBA who needs to create configurations and who needs to do administration of the entire thing. But SQL Server does not require any configuration. So I will call it as a zero configuration. Third one is a complete SQLite database will be stored in single class form. Okay. Another very, very important point is if you want to work with SQLite, just we need 650 KB. People may not accept it, but SQLite is very small and lightweight. It will take 400 KB for configuration and 250 KB for optional features. Okay. And why I have chosen SQLite database? Another reason is whatever the database you are choosing for doing machine learning or data science project, it has to satisfy the rules of ACID properties. Stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Python SQLite database supports all these things. So I will discuss in detail what is ACID in the coming. Okay, Nandi? Now, with your permission, can I start? What is a SQLite database? Now, whenever you are going to use a database, first of all, you should create a structure like this. See here, whenever you create a database, first of all, we need to define a structure. Define a structure. The structure may consisting of the table name, and we should also tell, see here, whenever we want to create a database table, first of all, we must tell advance that whatever the columns which you are taking and whatever the data types which you are taking. See here, first of all, you have to tell the table name, then you should have to tell column names. Then you have to also tell what is the data type of each and every column. But in Python, we did not specify the data types. Okay. When we supply all the column names and data types, then it can choose more efficient way to store the data by the databases. Now, it is an introduction to database. Now, I will be entering into the today's session. Welcome to SQLite database. Now, with your permission, I will be starting the session. I go forward? Yes. Yeah. Now, if I want to work with, this is my Python program. I want all the people, can you respond to me? This is my Python program. Normally, databases will be look like this. This is called as database. Okay. Now, if I want to communicate with this database, first of all, what I have to do, I need to connect to the database. Okay. Okay. Now, SQLite database is inbuilt in Python. Now, I can access all SQLite by using a module called Sqlite. See here, if I want to work with Sqlite, simply I used to import Sqlite 3. Okay, for all of you. Now, if I want to provide any communication, my Python program to the database, Sqlite database, what we have to do, the first step is called as connection. See here. So, connection can be established by using SQLite database.connect function. Okay. Now, I have to provide the database name here. This is the database name. I'm taking it as employee.db. Okay. DB just, there is no guarantee. You can also use SQL also. Okay. For understanding purpose, I have kept my database name as employee.db. Is it okay for all of you? Now, when we connect the database to the SQLite database, now what will happen? The connect function always returns a connection object. Okay. Using this connection object, we can do all database operations. I hope all the people, are you getting me? The first step is we need to import the SQLite file. Then you need to call a function called connect function. Now, whenever you use connect function, through my Python program, I will be able to connect to the database. And connect function always returns a connection object. Then show the information to me, I will be giving a message called open database successfully. Is it okay for all of you? Now, at the same time, I will also showcase case studies on Jupyter Notebook. So with your permission, first of all, shall I show you how to create a database? Okay. Yeah, see here. Now, I will be entering into the Jupyter Notebook. All the people, can you please tell me whether the screen, the font is okay or shall I increase? Yeah. Can I increase the font or font is okay for all of you? Yeah. Look at here. See, let me take a pen for 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, I'll increase the font, Amma. Please give me 1 minute. I'll increase the font. Thank you for your request. See here. I hope now the font is okay, Amma. Yes. First of all, I'm importing the SQLite file. Now, some students are asking questions that SQLite file no need to import. Whenever we install Python, by default, SQLite is also imported. Now, my database name, I have given it as employee1.db. See here, I will be establishing my Python program. Through my Python program, I will be connecting to the database like this. This is my employee.db. Okay. Now, first of all, I need to establish a connection. This is called as connection. Okay. Now, see here, SQLite 3.connect. Now, I will be connecting to employee.db. Now, once if I have a connection function, I will get a connection. Now, look at here. Yes. connection has been established successfully. Is it okay for all of you, Amma? The first job is completed. Now, once we have a connection, then I am going to create a table. I will be performing insert operation, update operation, delete operation, and selection operations. Can I go forward, Andy? Everyone is okay? Everyone is okay? How to establish a connection? Yes. Once we know how to establish a connection, then what we will do? The second step is creating a table. Okay? Creating a table. Now, whatever the table which were created, these tables will be stored in emp1.db. Is it okay for all of you? Now this step is called as connection establishment. Once connection has been connected, then I will be creating a table. In databases, in order to create a table, the syntax is create table, table name. Then you have to use parenthesis. In the parenthesis, you have to specify attributes name. I will be specifying my first attribute is called as ID. Okay. In Python, we did not specify the data type, but in SQL, you need to specify the data type also. Integer is the data type of ID. Then my second type is called as name. Data type in Sqlite for the character string is text, and age, integer, address, 50 characters, and salary, real data. Is it okay for all of you? Now, I am also specifying primary key. What is the meaning of primary key? Primary key is called as a constraint which satisfies two cases, unique and not null. What is the meaning of unique and not null? I will discuss in 1 minute. Look at here. For example, I will be taking IDs 101, 102, 103, and so on. Now, I cannot insert any new record with the same ID. That is called as unique, and I cannot make any cell is blank. That is called as not null. If you provide a primary key, that means we are satisfying the property of unique as well as not null. Is it okay for all of you? Now I have created a table. Now, if you create a table, you need to execute now. In order to execute your SQL statement, please note down, to execute any SQL statement, what we have to do? Execute any SQL statement. So you have to call connection object dot, look at here please, connection object dot execute. Now execute is a function that can be used varchar. Varchar is a Oracle database. So every database has their own data types. Okay, Nama? Yeah. Ratio. Okay, Nama? Every database has its own data types. Such as, for example, if you go for Oracle, you will be having varchar. If you go for SQL Server, there is another data type. If you go for MySQL, this is another data type. Now, we are using SQLite. Now, we should follow the rules and regulations. Okay, Nama? Yeah, thank you, Amma. Now, see here. Now, in order to execute my SQL statement, what we have to do? We need to call execute function. Look at here, please. What the execute function will do. Okay. Now another important point is whatever the SQL statements we are writing. Now, if I want to execute any SQL statement, I have to use connection object dot execute function. Execute is a function we can execute only one SQL statement at a time. Okay. I can execute only one SQL statement with the execute function. Is it okay for all of you, Amma? Now, you also find one document string here. You people are identifying 3 single quotations, and this is called as document string. The basic purpose of this document string here, actually speaking, we have to write this entire statement in a single line, but we have written in multiple lines, the form of document string. So this entire query will be executed once by using execute function. Is it okay for all of you? Once after executing the statement, you have to close the connection. It is a rule you must follow. Is it okay? Shall I go for creation of the table? All the people are okay? How to write a query to create a table? I hope I'm waiting for you. Can I go? Yes. Now I'm running. Yes. So I have created table. My table consisting of various attributes such as ID, name, age, address, and salary of an employee. Is it okay, Nama? I will go very slowly. Please kindly respond to me. Now, everyone is okay? Is Sqlite 3 is inbuilt? Yes, yes. Sqlite 3 is an inbuilt module. So, now, one thing, you can ask one more question. Sir, can I use Oracle? Yes, we can use. Can I use SQL Server? Yes, we can use. But you can also use MySQL. But if you use all of them, you also need a third-party driver, third-party drivers. What is the purpose of third-party driver? Why we need third-party drivers? Because whatever the program we are writing Python, okay, my Python calls will not be understandable for Oracle, for SQL Server, or for my, so I need to install a driver. But if I use SQLite module, it is inbuilt. So no need to use third-party drivers. Is it okay for all of you? Now, I'll ask one question. Can you speak with a Chinese person? Can you speak with a Japanese person? No, it is not possible. You need a translator. The translator itself is called as a third-party tool. That is also called as drivers. Now, I don't need any driver because my program is Python. SQLite is also inbuilt in Python. So, no need of having any drivers. Is it okay for all of you? Yeah. I hope it is okay for all of you. Can I go forward? Yes. Now, once I have a database, yes, my database name is employee.db. And I have created a table called company. Okay. Now, in this table, we have so many attributes. Now, my next responsibility is to store the data. Is it okay for all of you? Store data. Now, in order to store the data, what we will do? We will use a command called, see here, we will use a command called here, insert into table name. The syntax of SQL is insert into table name values. Now, I can specify my values here, then semicolon. Is it okay for all of you? Please, while using SQL programming, you can use uppercase, you can use lowercase, but it is not case sensitive. In Python, upper cases are different and lower cases are different. But in SQL, you can use uppercase, lowercase, doesn't matter. But at the end of every SQL statement, you have to end with semicolon. That's the rule you must follow. Is it okay for all of you, Ma? Now, look at here what I'm doing. Now, I am opening the connection once again, then I am inserting that. See here, insert into table name. My table name is called as company. Now, which attributes I am inserting? Yeah, repeat again. Yeah. In order to insert the data into the database, we need to use the syntax called this one, insert into table name. Okay, Nama? Now, I will be inserting some data. In what way we need to insert the data? It can be done insert into table name. Now, what are the attributes which are using? See here, ID, name, age, address, and salary. Then I have to use a keyword called values. Can you respond, Amma? Now, let me decrease the font. I can see the screen totally now. Then what kind of data I'm inserting? See here, one will go for ID. Let me clear this and write it here. See here. Now, one is go for ID and name Paul will go for name and 32 will go for yes. California will go for address and $20,000 will go for salary. Is it okay for all of you? Like this, I am going to insert 7 records. See here, I'm going to insert 7 records of the data into the database. Now, what is the drawback of execute function? I can execute only one SQL statement at a time. So I am going to execute, see here, every insert statement separately, I'm executing. Connection.execute. Okay, Nama? Now, once if I inserted the data, I need to store the data permanently. Store data permanently. To do this process, we need to call a function called connection.commit. Whenever you call connection.commit function, what is happening? Whatever the data I am inserting, the data will be stored in the database permanently. Is it okay for all of you? Then I will be closing the connection. Okay. Now I will wait for 1 minute. If you have any questions, I will be happy to respond about insert operation. Can you respond to me? Now, can I execute this? Here, I will be executing. Yes. Now, I have inserted 7 records into the database. That's it. Clear for all of you? Okay. Now, I will wait for any question. Can we execute subqueries? Yes, you can. You can go anything, Amma. You can go subqueries also, but it will take time, Amma, for us because now I'm introducing the queries now. Eugenia, we'll discuss that also in a few minutes. Can't you wait for a few minutes, Amma? Yes, absolutely. Okay, Nama. So, with your permission, shall I go for updation of the data here? The next step, yeah. The next step, what I'm doing is called as, now I have the data in the database like this. Now, how to get the data? How to get the data? That is called as reading data. In order to read the data in SQL, we will use a command called select. Okay, select. I will be using column names, column 1, comma, column 2, comma, column 3, okay, from table name. This syntax we will use for accessing the data. Is it okay for all of you? Now, see here. Now, select ID, name, age, address, salary from table name. Now, we will extract the data and I will be storing in a variable called as cursor. Here, cursor is a variable. Cursor is a variable. Now, whatever the data I'm extracting from this database, I will be storing in a variable called as cursor. Now, basically, cursor is called as buffer. Okay, Nama, this is important entry question. Please note down. Cursor is a buffer. It is also called as temporary storage area. Okay, temporary storage area. Okay. Now, I will use for loop to navigate one record at a time. See here, for R in cursor, I will be taking R0 is nothing but ID, R1 is name, R2 is yes, R3 address, R4 is salary. See here, after repeating one record, I will be doing \n. Okay, for all of you? Now, if you ask me, yeah, so look at here, Amma. Now, whatever the data I'm inserting, I have extracted each and every data. How many attributes taken should be take values in the order? Yes, in the order you should follow the same order. Okay, we should follow the same order. Okay, Nama. I hope you got Saujanya, Surya Venkata. Yes, sir. Okay, Nama. You have to follow the same order. Whatever the way I have given, you have to follow the same order. Is it okay for all of you? Now. Please explain cursor again. Yes. Yes. I'm not discussing official cursor of databases. I will discuss after 2 minutes. But temporarily, I will discuss this cursor. Actually speaking, whatever the variable I'm using, this is called as buffer. Or also called as temporary storage area. Okay, Nama? Temporary storage area. Is it okay for all of you? Please respond to me. Now, we have done insertion operation and we have done retrieval operation. So with your permission, can I go for updation operation? Yes. See here. See here. Whatever the 7 records I have inserted, I am retrieving the 7 records. I hope is it okay for all of you? Then let me go for third operation called as, see here, third operation called as update. Now, in order to update the data, to update or change any data in the database, we have to call a query called update. See the syntax, updates, the syntax is update, table name. Then you have to use a keyword called set. Here, update, table name set. Then you have to use which column to be updated. Then you have to specify where. Using where you can provide some condition. Okay. Now what I am doing is, look at here, employee number 1 having salary 20,000. Is it okay? Employee 1 having salary 20,000. I wanted to update this 20,000 salary to 25,000 salary. Can I do this? I wanted to update my data from 20,000 of salary to 25,000, which to whom ID equal to 1. Because ID equal to 1 is a primary key, I have to use this ID equal to 1 with where condition. So with your permission, can I go forward? Yes, look at here. Look at here, please. Everyone, look at here. Update table name set. I wanted to update salary is equal to 25,000. Now we are updating the salary as 20. Whom we are updating? To ID equal to 1. This is the condition we have to specify. For that, in SQL, we are going to use where keyword. Is it okay for all of you? Okay, Nandi? Yes, yes. I'm doing CURD operation. CURD stands for create, update, retrieve, and delete. Delete will be done in a few minutes. Okay, for all of you. Now, see here, whatever the data I have updated, then I should call commit function. Commit function will do make the changes permanently. Then if I want to know how many records got affected, so I have to call total underscore changes. Is it okay for all of you? Is it okay for all of you? Now, after that, I'm reading once again whatever the data I have done. So with your permission, if the logic is okay for you, shall I execute this? See here, see here, see here. Now my ID equal to 1 has been upgraded to 25,000. Now I will go to the program and I will wait for 2 minutes. If you have any questions, please ask me. Okay? Yeah, I will be happy to answer. I will wait for 2 minutes. Any questions, Sama? Any questions in this program? Everyone is okay? Can I continue? Yeah, I hope no questions are coming up. Shall I continue? Now, this is called as updation. Now, let me go to delete operation. See here, next operation, third operation, delete. Now, in order to delete the data, we are going to use a syntax called delete from table name. Delete from table name. And I have to provide a condition using where. Okay. Now, if I use delete from table name, total data will be deleted. You must be very careful for deleting of the data. So here I'm specifying ID equal to 2. What is the meaning of ID equal to 2? That means the person who is having the primary key ID equal to will be deleted. Okay. Then what are the changes are there that will be reflected here? Can I execute this logic? Is it okay for all of you? Now let me run. Yeah, observe carefully, Amma. See here. See here. Total number of rows affected is 1. I will wait for 1 minute. Any queries, Amma? Sir, without where condition? Yes, yes. No. Yes. Without where condition, what will happen? Total data will be deleted. Total data will be deleted. Total data will be deleted from the database. Okay. So you must be very careful with this operation. Okay. You must be cautious. Okay. Kindly do not perform this operation. Your entire effort will get vain. Total data will be deleted. Is it okay for all of you? Okay. Where is applying each record? Now, where is applied only for the record you have specified. Here I specified only record number 2. Okay, Nama? Here I have specified only for ID2. Okay, Nama. Thank you very much. Now, these are called as third operations. Now, with your permission, I need to discuss about some important information regarding SQLite database. So with your permission, after completion of this current operations, I will be discussing about some important points regarding SQLite. So can I go forward? Yes, look at here. Now everyone, listen carefully. This slide is very, very important, Amma. Very, very important slide. So this is my Python program. And this is my database where I will be storing so many number of tables. Each and every table will be joined with the primary key as well as with the foreign key also. Now, I wanted to discuss about what is the official cursor. I want all the people, please note down about this point. This is very, very important. Whenever you go to any interview, first of all, they will ask the question called cursor. Shall I discuss about it? Now, first of all, I will discuss about what is a cursor. First, నేను cursor గురించి చెప్తానమ్మా. A cursor is an interface between Python program and database. Okay. దీన్ని తెలుగులో చెప్తే కర్సర్ అనేది మీడియేటర్ between మన Python program కి database కి mediator. So shall I discuss more about cursor? See here. A cursor is like a file. A cursor is like a file hand that can be used to perform various kinds of operations on the database. So what are the operations I can perform? Execute function. Now we are executing now. Fetch all, fetch one function, fetch all, and close. Let me discuss in detail about that. With your permission, can I go forward? See here. Now calling cursor is similar to open function in file IO. So can I go forward, Amma? Now, once we create a cursor, then I can execute my commands by using execute function. So with your permission, I need to discuss about how can I read the data from the database. Can I go forward? Yes, look at here. Look at here, please. All the people. Yeah. Everyone, please listen carefully for next few minutes. Now, this is my database. From the database, now we can read three different kinds of operations. First one is cursor.fetchAll. FetchAll is a function which will read all the data from the database. For example, if I have 1000 rows, if I wanted to access all this 1000 rows, I will use fetchAll function. Is it okay for all of you? Once again, I'm repeating. నేను మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేస్తున్నానమ్మా. fetchAll is a function. It has to be activated using cursor function. Cursor.fetchAll, which fetches all the data from the database to the Python program. Is it okay for all of you? Now, whatever the data we are fetching from the database, they will be stored in the form of list of tuples like this. See here. Yesterday I told that all the built-in functions returns the data in the form of list of tuples. Is it okay for all of you? Now, we will get the data from the database and we will store in the data in the form of list of tuples. Okay, Nama? Yeah. For example, if there is no data in the database, it is going to return empty list. This is okay for all of you? This function? I will be waiting for you. fetchAll is a function which fetches all the data from the database. Now, next function. Now, let me raise it, Amma. Now from the database, I wanted to get 10 records at a time or 20 records at a time. Then you should call another function called cursor.fetchMany. Okay, fetchMany is a function which fetches. Here I may specify 10 records to be retrieved, 20 records to be retrieved in the form of size arguments. Then it will return the data from the database. Is it okay for all of you? What is the difference between fetchAll and fetchMany? fetchAll, all records will be extracted, but fetchMany can record only specified number only. Okay, Nama? Now, fetchAll, it gets all the data. Now, first of all, I'll get first 5 records. If I want to get next 5 records, what to do? I need to call same function repeatedly. Okay. Now, whatever the data which we are fetching, that will be stored in the form of list of tuples. Okay. Third operation is called as fetch1. Fetch1 is an operation. Always we will get 1 record at a time. Okay, Nama? Fetch1 is a function which will retrieve 1 record at a time. So that record will be displayed. If there is no record in the database, it is going to return none. Okay, Nama? Now, I will wait here for 2 minutes. If you have any questions, please ask me. Then I will go for programming. Is it okay for all of you? Shall I go for programming with fetchAll, fetchMany, and fetch1? Can I go forward? All the people, can you respond, Amma? Size, it is up to you, Amma. Size, it can be 5, it can be 10, it can be 20. It depends upon the size of your application. Okay. But always should be less than the size. Yeah, thank you. Now let me go for execution step by step. See here. Student Amma. Now. Yes, see here. Everyone see my screen? First of all, I'm establishing a connection. This step is called as establish connection. Okay. Then once you establish a connection, today, now I'm using a different technique here. So what are the difference between earlier technique and this technique? I will discuss. Look at here. Here. What is the difference between earlier program and this program? Here is look at here. Here, if I use this kind of technique, I need to close my function. Now, using the new syntax, let me discuss for 2 minutes. See here. Now, a new syntax for reading the data is called as with syntax. If I use with connection, no need to close the file. See here, no need to close the file. The first step is create a cursor. Create a cursor. It can be done by using connection.cursor. Okay. The first step, what we have to do is called as create a cursor. Cursor can be created by using connection.cursor. Store this data in a variable. This is a just variable. Is it okay for all of you? Second step is using cursor. Okay, using cursor object. Using cursor object. You can call fetch all function. Is it okay for all of you? You can call fetch all function. Now, whatever the data which you are fetching, that will be stored in a variable called as rows. Then by using for loop, you can extract the data one by one. Is it okay for all of you, Andy? Now, whenever I'm using with connection, until the connection is ready, I will be executing all the statements. Is it okay for all of you? Now, if you use with the connection, no need to close the connection. That is the advantage. Now, I will wait for 2 minutes. Yes, I will repeat once again, please. I will repeat once again. Okay. Now, let me draw a diagram for this. This is my Python program. And this is my database. Okay. Where I have a table called company with 7 records. Is it okay? With the 7 records. Now, first of all, what I have to do? I have established a connection. Yes, connection is ready. Okay. Once you establish a connection, the first step is establish connection. Okay, Nama? Now, how this establishing of connection can be done? Connection equal to Sqlite.connect function. This is done. Now, if you have connection object in your hand, second step is creating a cursor object. Create a cursor object. Why we need to create cursor object? Because cursor is a mediator between my Python program and the database. So it can be done by using connection object dot cursor function. Is it okay for all of you? Now, once we have a cursor object called cur, first step is we need to execute SQL statement. Okay for all of you? Can you respond, Amma? Yes, like API. Yes, look at here. First of all, I'm creating a cursor object, and I will be executing my statements by using cursor.execute. Okay. Now, fourth step is, see here. Now, I'm calling a function called fetch all. Fetch all means whatever the data I have in the database, I'm fetching to Python program in the form of list of tuples. Okay. Now, I will be reading one tuple. I will be printing to you. Okay, Nama? Now, I have discussed in detail. See here. Now, observe the program. Every data will be printed in terms of tuples to you. I hope it is clear for all of you. Yes, I have done in detail knowledge about fetch all. Now, I will wait for 1 minute. If you have any questions, I will be happy to respond. Okay, Nama? Please kindly respond. Dear guys, waiting. Yeah, I hope no questions now. So shall I continue? Yeah. Look at here, Amma. Now, I will be discussing about fetch1 function. Fetch1. Fetch1 function will fetch only one record at a time. Only one record. Fetch many, I will be discussing in the next program. Okay, Nama? So what I'm doing, first of all, I'm establishing the connection. The first step is establishing the connection. Okay. Now, until the connection is true, I will be creating a cursor object. Then I will be calling select star from company, where star stands for all columns. Okay. Where all columns. Now, Cursor.execute. Okay, while true. Now I'm getting one record at a time, and I'm storing in a variable called as row. Now, when I don't have any data, I'm simply calling break statement. When there is no data at the database, it simply exits from the loop. Is it okay for all of you? Once we have the data, I will be printing each and every columns. Kindly understand. Is it okay for all of you? Now, using fetch function, okay, using fetch function, I can retrieve one record at a time. But even though I have inserted 7 records, earlier we have removed second record now. So we are printing remaining records. This is okay for all of you? Except fetch many, I have executed all the functions. Okay. Now, it is the time for you to ask any questions. Now, we have completed current operations. And we are also completing the way how we are going to fetch the data using fetch all function, using fetch one function. No queries, Nama? Yeah. Now, shall I continue? Shall I continue? Now. Now, I wanted to execute some queries to you. Okay, see here. I wanted to execute some basic queries for your understanding purpose for a few minutes. Okay, Nama? Yeah. Now, first, I wanted to extract the data where age of a person is greater than or equal to 25 and salary is greater than or equal to 65,000. So this is condition number 1 and this is condition number 2. These two conditions has to be satisfied with end operation. See here, my query will be select these columns from table name where age is equal to greater than or equal to 25 and salary is equal to greater than 65,000. But the condition has to satisfy. Okay, Nama? Now, let me execute. Here, you people are going to get 2 records. Now, age equal to 25 and salary equal to 65,000. Age equal to 27, salary equal to 85,000. Clear for all of you? Clear for all of you? Now, for every statement, I will give 1 record. Clear for all? Look at here. Now, I wanted to fetch the data where age equal to 25 or salary equal to 65,000. Now, my query is asking me to print age equal to greater than 25 or salary is greater than or equal to 65,000. See here, in this case, I will use OR operation. OR means either this condition is true or this condition is true. Okay, for all of you? Please kindly respond. Now, see here. Now, I am getting 3 records. Earlier, I got only records. Okay. And now, whenever you want to work with categorical data, see here, select star from table name where name is a categorical data. Okay, name is a categorical data. Now, whenever you are going to representing categorical data, you have to use like operation. So, what I am asking, my first employee name is A, and I can have any sort of data. Here we can use percentage symbol and question mark symbol. Percentage symbols are represented all characters, but question mark symbol will take only 1 character. Is it okay for all of you? Now, I wanted to print all the employees where the name starts with A. Look at here. Here. Yeah. I don't know why it is not working. Just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. It is not working. I think somewhere this query is failing. Let me check it out after that. This query is failing. That is correct, but this query is failing to print the data. Okay, check it out once again. Okay, na? Before ending of the session, nothing. It is correct. It is correct. Query is this one, Amma. It is failing to fetch the data, but let me check it once again after a few minutes. Okay, now next time I wanted to print the data whose age is either 25 or 27. Here. Now, I'm printing whenever you want to print either 25 or 27. You have to give in operator. Is it okay for all of you? Now, I wanted to print the people whose age is neither 25 nor 27. For that, I will be using a query called not in operation. Is it okay, Nama? Now, except 25 or 27, remaining all records will get printed. Okay. Now in the next record, next query, I will be printing the records between 25 to 27. So 25, 26, 27 will be included. In that case, I will use a keyword called between. Okay, Nama? Clear for all of you? Now let me go one by one. Now, next one. Now, if I want to sort the data according to salary, either in ascending order or descending order, I will use a query called order by salary. Is it okay for all of you? Now, if you observe carefully, we are printing the salary from high salary to low salary. This is called as a descending order. So we have given descending order. Is it okay, Nama? Okay for all of you? Can you respond to me? Now, I can also sort the data order by name. You can give anything. See here, David, James, Kim. All these are the data which are sorted by name itself. Okay for all of you? Then, now I am inserting another 3 records. Earlier I have 7 records. Now total how many records are there? 9 records are there. See here. Now, next few minutes, I will be discussing very, very important concept and parameterized queries. See here, everyone. This is very, very important concept. Yeah. Now, can you please note down, this is an important point for interview purpose, parameterized queries. Okay. What is the meaning of parameterized queries? Here, I will take a small example here. To insert 4 records, what I am doing? See here. To insert 4 records, I am writing same record for 4 times. See here. Insert into table name, values, insert into table name, values. See here. Every time I'm sending this query also to the server. Okay. Actually speaking, values are get changing, but the query is same. Okay. What is the drawback of this technique? Every time it will go to the server, query will get compiled and these values will be updated. Now, in order to overcome this problem, we are going to use a new technique called parameterized queries. Using parameterized queries, what we will do? Query will be compiled only once. See here. A parameterized query is a query in which placeholders are used as parameters and values will be supplied at execution time. Now, what are the advantages of parameterized queries? See here, which improves the speed. How it will improve the speed? If you want to execute SQL statement query many times, it will be reduced execution time and compile only once. In parameterized queries, query will be executed only once. So, next one is same operation with the different data. Is it okay? And parameterized queries also overcomes an injection attack. This is one of the important interview question. It reduces injection attacks. What is an injection attacks in databases? An injection attack is a cyber attack which occurs when a malicious person like attackers inserts malicious data into our program. Okay. If you use parameterized queries, we can overcome these injection attacks. It's okay for all of you? Now, let us take a small example here. I will be creating a new table called languages. Here, we are taking 2 columns, subject column and marks column. Okay, now? Now, I'm also asking my machine if the table is already there, I will drop it. Drop table name. That is nothing but opposite to create table. Okay, Nama? We already done create table name kada. If you want to delete the data, if you want to drop the table, you have to use a function called, drop table name. Then I am inserting the 3 records. See here, I'm inserting now. Here, I will be passing. Okay, whatever the data I will be inserting, I should have question marks. These question marks will be filled by this data. So here, okay, Nama? Okay. After inserting 3 records, I'm calling commit function, then I'm retrieving the data. So with your permission, can I go for execution? Parameterized queries. I'm giving a very simple example, Amma. But in realistic cases, we will take large complex exercises. Now let me write this example. See here. Yes, I'm creating a table, inserting 3 data. Is it okay for all of you? Now, what is the advantage of parameterized queries? See here. Even though you are inserting 3 times, this query will be executed only once. This query will be executed only once. But these values will be inserted. This is the advantage. Clear for all of you? Now let me discuss about another very, very important, Amma, another very, very important thing. Everyone, please listen carefully. Any questions, Amma? Any questions? Now, let me go for another important question. Can I go? Next. Very, very important thing. Please note down. Now, I am going to discuss another function called, now, this is very, very important for important word. What is the purpose of execute function? Execute function will be used to execute only one SQL statement at a time. Only one SQL statement at a time. Okay. Now, what is the drawback of execute function? Execute function can execute only one SQL statement. Then I should call commit function. Is it okay for all of you? But in order to execute multiple SQL statements, we should call another function called execute script. Okay. Execute script is a function is used to execute multiple SQL statements. Multiple SQL statements. Is it okay for all of you? Now, after that, no need to issue commit function. Now, execute script function, before executing, it will call commit function automatically. Is it okay for all of you? Here. Now, execute script function, execute multiple SQL statement at once, and it issues commit function first. Then only it will execute the script. See here. Here, I'm creating a table as well as inserting the data. I'm going to execute 2 statements at a time. See here for all of you. Okay, Nandi? Other people, can you respond to me? Using execute script function, we will be executing multiple SQL statements at a time. So with your permission, can I go for execution? Yes. See here. Yeah, look at here, please. I am going to execute multiple SQL statements at once. It can be done by using execute script function. Okay for all of you? Then, now, finally, let me discuss about what are the various kinds of joins. I will discuss in 2 minutes. Then let me go for transactions. Is also very, very important. Okay. What is the meaning of transaction? What is the meaning of transaction? Whenever you go to bank, deposit money is one transaction. Okay. Withdraw money is another transactions. Like that, in SQL databases, transactions plays vital role. Okay. This is very, very important for projects. So if you want to do any projects using Sqlite, the transactional database means all the changes must be atomic, consistent, isolated, and durable. I told you now in the first slide, Sqlite supports the concept called ACID, stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Now, Sqlite guarantees that all the transactions are ACID compliant. Whatever the database operations which you are performing, all the database operation supports these 4 properties. Then you can take Sqlite for implementing a moderate and small kind of applications. Okay. Now, as student projects, directly you can take Sqlite databases. Okay. Now, how the transaction commands will be done? Using commit function is used to save the data, rollback function. Now, whatever the changes we have done, that will be reflected back. Save point function creates save points for the group of transactions. Clear for all of you? Now, let us discuss what is atomicity here. I'm not discussing in detail because it is a DBMS topic. But I can say that Sqlite supports all kinds of set properties. But as a student, you should know about these 4 properties. Okay, shall I explain once again, or will you refer your Google? Okay, can you respond, Amma? Set property, shall I explain? Yes, I will explain, please. It will take 2 to 3 minutes. Don't worry. Yeah. Now, what is the meaning of atomic? Atomic means either all the transaction should be done or none of the transaction has taken place. That is property is called here. That means a change cannot be broken down into smaller ones. Now, whenever we commit a transaction, either the transaction is completely permanent or the transaction need not be done. This property is called as atomicity. Okay, Nama? Yes, I will repeat. Now, whenever you go to ATM, what is happening? You will put your ATM card and you will put withdraw money. Sometimes what will happen? Sometimes money will be withdrawn. Sometimes money will be held inside. Whenever the money will be held inside, within 1 week, the money will be inserted in your bank. Kada. Either you can withdraw money or entire money should be in your account. That is called as atomicity. Okay, Nama? Arshu. Next one is called as consistent. When a transaction is committed, whatever the changes we have done, they will be permanently saved in the database. That is called as consistent. Okay. Then isolation means when two transactions are done at the same time. Look at here. If two transactions are executing concurrently one after other, if two transaction has been operating on the same data, so at least only one transaction has to be done at the same time. Okay. Other transaction has to be wait for the second. This property is called as isolation. Finally, durability means once transaction is committed successfully, it is guaranteed that all the changes, whatever we have done, it should be done permanently in the database. This is called as durability. Is it okay for all of you? Finally, I will be discussing, see here, whatever the statements we have executed permanently, it should be saved in the database. Commit is a function which will be used to save the data permanently in the database. So, if you don't issue the commit function, if you issue rollback, whatever the data you have inserted, that will not be stored permanently. Okay, for all of you, this is called as transactions in the database. I hope it is clear for all of you, ma. What is the time now? Now, with your permission, shall I go to another very, very important topic for databases? Dear students, next 10 to 15 minutes, I will be discussing about most important topic called join operations. Can I go? Yeah. Next few minutes, I will be discussing about various kinds of joining. Okay. Now, I will be discussing about very, very important kinds of joining functions. Please listen carefully. So what is the purpose of joining? Join. Now, I have various databases. This is database table 1, DB table 1. And I have another table called DB table 2. Okay. I have multiple tables. In realistic applications, you cannot implement any project with single table. So you have to join data from multiple tables. Is it okay, Nama? Okay, for all of you. Everyone understood what the purpose of joining? In providing in your 3 to or 4 to projects, whenever you are implementing projects, you have to work with multiple tables. Okay. Now, I will be taking 2 tables. First table is called as company table. Second table is called as department table. See here, I'm creating one more table, department table. Here, it has ID, department name, and employee ID. Okay, for all of you. Now, I'm going to join these 2 tables. Okay, for all of you. See, my company table consisting of 9 records. This is my company table. And my department table consisting of 3 records. This is my department table. So, I wanted to work with multiple tables. Clear for all of you? Now, the first kind of joining I'm using is called as cross join. Okay. First kind of joining is called as cross join. What is the meaning of cross join? Then the X table consisting of 7 records and Y table consisting of 3 records. Finally, you are going to get 7 multiply 3 equal to 21 records. Is it okay for all of you? See here. See here. How the cross join will be done? See here. See here. Earlier, I have X table consisting of 9 records, Y table consisting of 3 records. So totally you have 21 records. Okay. How this query has to be written? Here. Select employee ID, name, department from company, cross join department. Means we are joining these two tables. So first table consisting of 9 records, second table consisting of 3 records. So totally 9 threes are 27 records will be generated. Joining two tables is called as a union of the data. Is it okay for all of you? Then another kind of join is called as a inner join. Where here, what I am doing in company table, we have a attribute called as ID. In department table is also you have a column called ID, employee ID. Now I am joining these two IDs. Okay. My company table consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the department table consisting of only 1 to 7. So whenever you are joining these two tables, only you are going to get intersection of the two tables. See here, intersection of the two tables. Okay, for all of you. Okay, whenever you are joining inner join, always you are going to get a intersection of the data. Is it okay, Nama? Here. Say again. Yes, very good. Look at here, Nama. Here. Now, let me go up. See here. How many records are there? Here. My company table consisting of 9. Here, my IDs consisting of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And employee table consisting of IDs 1 to 7. So whenever you are going to merge, always you are going to get intersection of the data. This is called as inner join. Okay, Nama? Here, you people are going to get only 3 records, which match between the two tables. See here. The third kind of joining is called as outer join. Databases supports 3 different kinds of join, outer join, left join, right join, outer join. Okay. In my last class in sets, I discussed about an operation called x1 minus x2. Here what I'm doing, Sqlite supports only left outer join. Sqlite does not support right outer join and full join. See here. See here. Now what I am doing, see here, I will be calling left outer join. What is the meaning of that? First company table consisting of 9 records, department table consisting of 3 records. So x1 minus x2. Is it okay? I will be getting this data. Is it okay? This is what? For all of you. Then finally, I will take one more important thing, Andy. I also told that there is a function called fetch many. Okay. Fetch many, I will be specifying the size. Now I will get only 2 records at a time. See here, Amma, I get only 2 records. See, record number 1 and record number 2. Fetch many will get only 2 records at a time. Okay, this is what is called as Sqlite. So with your permission, if you permit me for the next 20 minutes, I will discuss about JSON databases. Okay, for all of you. Can I go forward? In the current industry, in the data science and machine learning applications, most of the cases they are taking JSON databases. Can I start JSON databases, Sama? Can I start JSON databases, please? Can you respond? Now, as a data scientist, you should be good enough other databases such as JSON databases. Look at here for a few minutes. Everyone, please listen carefully. Amma, this is very, very important for the industry purpose. Okay. Now, if you want to work with projects in the real-time situations, okay, sometimes they're also storing the data in the form of JSON, XML, PDF. So what is JSON? Let me look at here. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. So I will discuss it here for you. Now let us take a client program. Now all client programs are also called as browser-based application. Okay, now? And I have a web server here. I have a web server. And I will be storing my database here. Every web application is a 3-tier architecture. First one is a client tier. Second one is a server tier. Third one is a database tier. Okay. Now, the communication will happen like this. We are going to send a request here. We are going to get response from here. Response. Example, if your web server needs the data from here, it will send DB request and database response. Is it okay? Now, JavaScript object notation is a lightweight data interchange format between client and server. Client and server. Okay. If any server wants to send the data to the client, if any server wants to send the data to the client, earlier we people are using XML. Okay. XML has large complexities. Okay. The nature of XML structure making us a little bit complex to access the data. So to overcome XML, nowadays we are using JSON in machine learning and data science applications. So another important point for is JSON is a real-time server-to-browser communication. Whatever the data we are sending from server to the client, they will be now in right now. Most of the companies they are storing the data in the form of JSON. Okay, for all of you. And third one is it is easy for humans to read and write the data in the form of JSON, comparing with XML. And it is easy machines to parse the data. For example, if your data is read by machines, so machines can easily read your JSON data. Now, JSON is available in the text format and it is language independent. Okay. These properties makes JSON as ideal data interchange between client and server. So with your permission, can I take a small example? Now, here JSON stores the data in the form of a dictionary. In Python, you have a dictionary data structure now where you will store the data in the form of key colon value kada. Okay, in dictionaries, we will store the data in the form of key colon value. Now, in JSON, stores the data in the form of open curly braces and the closure curly braces. Where we will store the data in the form of name and value pairs. Here, open curly braces and closure curly braces where we are storing company VCube software solution technologies, machine learning, AI, Python. Location is Hyderabad. So shall I showcase with a case study? Shall I showcase with a small case study? Now, look at here. Now, if you want to work with JSON, no need to import any softwares. Simply, you are going to import a module called JSON. Okay. So simply import JSON. Okay. Now, see here. Now, this is a dictionary and it is represented in the form of string format. JSON always reads the data in the form of JSON strings. See here. See here. The data type is string. Now, I will be converting my data into dictionaries. See here. Now, in order to convert the JSON strings into here, it uses a function called loads function. Loads function always takes JSON string as input and which produces output in the form of dictionaries. Is it okay for all of you? Well, once again, I'm repeating. JSON has two functions. First one is loads function. Loads function will take JSON string as in and which produces the output in the form of dictionaries. Is it okay for all of you? Now, I will read and write JSON formats. Look at here. Look at here. Now, once the data is converted in dictionary, I can access the data. Organization of company is VCube. Technologies is this one. Here, I will be reading and writing data. Look at here, Amma. Please. I have a file called all JSON files will have an extension called file name.json. Here. Now, I will be reading the data and I will be loading the data into the Excel file. Now, what I'm doing here, I will be reading the data from JSON file and I will be storing in the Excel file. Is it okay for all of you, ma? Is it okay for all of you? I will be waiting for you. Any questions? Now, I will do one more job. I will do both the jobs. How to convert JSON string? This can be done using, see here, I will be done dumps function. See here, what is happening? Now, I will be converting back. If you want to convert JSON dictionary into JSON string, so I will be using another function called dumps. Dumps will take a dictionary as input and it produces the data in terms of strings. See here, my input data is a dictionary and output is in terms of dictionaries. Okay, this is what I will be teaching to you. Is it okay for all of you? Now, okay, Nama? Now, in real-time situations in VQ, we will take real-time case studies and we will teach that. Now, now I will be happy if you ask any questions. Now, I will be waiting for you. Any questions now? The HR person will take you for 2 minutes. Now, any questions, Sama? Yeah, please kindly respond. In the meantime, dear students, if you have any questions in that, please ask me. I will be happy from tomorrow onwards. Yeah, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to data science and machine learning application. These are the introduction till now. Since 5 days, whatever we are discussing, an introduction. Tomorrow onwards, we are entering into NumPy and Pandas. Okay, please.
Good evening, guys. I hope you enjoyed the session. గైస్ చాలా మంది మనకి టెక్స్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు వాట్సాప్లో లైక్ ఈ 15 డేస్ది పీడిఎఫ్ మెటీరియల్ ఏమన్నా మీరు అవైలబుల్ చేస్తారా అని ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ది. ఎవరైతే రెగ్యులర్గా క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అయ్యి అండ్ మేము పెడుతున్న డైలీ అసెస్మెంట్ మీద క్లిక్ చేసి అసెస్మెంట్ అటెండ్ అయ్యి ఉంటారో వాళ్ళకి ఇంటర్న్షిప్ సర్టిఫికేట్తో పాటు పీడిఎఫ్ మెటీరియల్ అండ్ చాలా బెనిఫిట్స్ కూడా వీఆర్ ప్లానింగ్. ఫస్ట్ బెనిఫిట్ని మేము రేపు రివీల్ చేస్తున్నాం, ఎందుకంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ 230 స్టూడెంట్స్ రెగ్యులర్గా వాళ్ళు క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అవ్వడము అండ్ అసెస్మెంట్ రాస్తున్నారు. క్లాసెస్ అటెండ్ అవ్వడం మోర్ దెన్ 700 to 800 మెంబర్స్ ఉంటే, బట్ అసెస్మెంట్ రాసే వాళ్ళు 230 మెంబర్స్ ఉన్నారు. సో ఆ 230 మెంబర్స్కి వీ ఆల్రెడీ డిజైన్ వన్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ ఆఫర్ ఫర్ వీక్యూబ్ ఫ్రమ్ వీక్యూబ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ సొల్యూషన్స్. ఈ డేటా సైన్స్ ఫుల్ స్టాక్ని మీరు నేర్చుకోవడం కానీ, లేదంటే జాబ్లోకి ఎలా వెళ్ళవచ్చు అని కెరీర్ గైడెన్స్ గురించి కానీ వీ ఆల్రెడీ డిజైన్. ఓకే guys, this is the current trending technology and huge openings are coming, so please concentrate on this 15 days program, and after that we will give you a best offers for you and your friends and colleagues also. Don't miss this opportunity. And ఇంకా ఎవరైనా మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఈ ఆపర్చునిటీస్లో కనుక ఎన్రోల్ కాకపోతే మీరు రిఫర్ చేయండి, ఓకేనా? రిఫర్ చేసి అండ్ వాళ్ళకు కూడా ఈ బెనిఫిట్ని గిఫ్ట్గా ఇవ్వండి. ఓకే, మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నా సరే you can text us regarding this internship program and PDF materials కానీ, సర్టిఫికేషన్ గురించి కానీ, లేదంటే ఐడి కార్డ్ రిలేటెడ్ క్వైరీస్ కానీ మీరు ఏదైనా సరే వాట్సాప్ టెక్స్ట్ చేయొచ్చు, లేదంటే లైవ్ సెషన్ జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు మీరు సెషన్లో కూడా డౌట్స్ అడగవచ్చు. ఓకే, అండ్ దిస్ సండే 10 o'clockకి మనకి రెజ్యూమ్ ప్రిపరేషన్, లైక్ చాలా మందికి ఫ్రెషర్స్కి కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంది, లైక్ సమ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్డ్ ప్రొఫైల్స్ ఆల్సో కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంది. అసలు ఏటీఎస్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఏటీఎస్ రెజ్యూమే అంటే ఏంటి, ఏటీఎస్ టెక్నాలజీలో దానికి అంత స్కోర్ వచ్చేటట్టుగా మనం రెజ్యూమేని ఎలా బిల్డ్ చేసుకోవాలి, నిజంగా ఏటీఎస్లో రెజ్యూమ్ మ్యాచ్ అవ్వకపోతే మనం షార్ట్ లిస్ట్ అవ్వమా, ఇవన్నీ మీకున్న మిత్స్ అమ్మా. వాటి కోసమే మేము సండే 10 o'clockకి ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ సెషన్ పెడుతున్నాం. అండ్ ఎలా ప్రిపేర్ చేసుకోవాలి రెజ్యూమేని కూడా వీఆర్ గైడింగ్ యూ. సార్, ఐఎమ్ 2019 బ్యాచ్, నో ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, ఐఎమ్ ఎలిజిబుల్ టు కరెంట్ ఓపెనింగ్. ఎస్ గైస్, 2018 నుంచి 2025 వరకు you are considered as a fresher. Don't think you are not considered, because you are considered. Fresher గా వెళ్ళొచ్చమ్మా. ఓకే, హౌ కెన్ ఐ రైట్ అసెస్మెంట్? మీ వాట్సాప్ ఛానల్లో ఎవ్రీడే ఈవినింగ్, ఓకే, మన లైవ్ లింక్ని మీకు సబ్మిట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా 2 hours అసెస్మెంట్ లింక్ అన్నది పోస్ట్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. సో ప్లీజ్ అసెస్మెంట్ లింక్ని ఫిల్ చేయండి. సార్, సండే ఈవినింగ్ ఆల్సో ఈజ్ దేర్ ఎనీ క్లాస్? నో, సండే మార్నింగ్ మాత్రమే క్లాస్ ఉందమ్మా, 10 to 12 o'clock ఫర్ ATS ఫ్రెండ్లీ రెజ్యూమే ప్రిపరేషన్. ఓకే, ప్లీజ్ స్పీక్. హంజా ఖాన్, ఎస్, దిస్ సండే వీఆర్ కండక్టింగ్ ATS ఫ్రెండ్లీ రెజ్యూమే ప్రిపరేషన్ క్లాస్. If you are interested, please join and refer this session to your friends also. I'm experienced and currently working. Do you please text me to placement? Saujanya, definitely, because we will do, but one condition, you should attend regularly the classes and మీరు ఆ అసెస్మెంట్ని రెగ్యులర్గా కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి. అండ్ 15 days అయిన తర్వాత 16th డే జరిగే మెగా ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయండి. బెస్ట్ కనుక వచ్చినట్లయితే టాప్ మెంబర్స్ కి మనం ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ నుంచి తెలంగాణ నుంచి సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకొని వాళ్ళకి ఫ్రీ ప్లేస్మెంట్ మా క్యాంపస్ లో జరుగుతున్న ఏవైతే డ్రైవ్స్ ఉన్నాయో అందులో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయడం, అండ్ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్డ్ ప్రొఫైల్స్ కాబట్టి మా క్లయింట్స్ కి షేర్ చేసి మీకు ఇంటర్వ్యూ షెడ్యూల్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. Guys, Sinka, I am fresher. Please, can you provide placement? Srinidhi, yes, definitely we will provide you placements. But the only thing, రెగ్యులర్గా మీరు అసెస్మెంట్స్ చూడాలి. అండ్ అందులో మీకు వచ్చిన ఎందుకంటే ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఎవ్రీ డే 800 పీపుల్ వాచ్ చేస్తున్నారు మా, అండ్ ఓన్లీ 230 పీపుల్ మాత్రమే సబ్మిట్ చేస్తున్నారు. క్వాలిటీ ఎవరు నిజంగా రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఎవరికి ఉందో మాత్రమే we will encourage the based on your performance only we will schedule you the interviews and we will allow you to participate in our campus drives also. Sir, exam is online or offline? Exam is exclusively online. Yes, today Rayachma, already last 3 days links are available. Assessment links are. If you want, we will activate also. Lakshmi. Day 2 only we received assessment link on day 1. We haven't received any assessment link. No Sheshu, please gone through WhatsApp channel because I'm personally monitoring this 2 channels. Okay, please go through once. Sir, is there any form to fill for day 1? For what, Madhu? I didn't get. Regularly I met him. Yes, Srinidhi. Yes. Yes, we have your data also. I am 2023 passed out. Am I supposed to be as a fresher? Yes, Alekia, from 2018 to 2025, you people are considered as a fresher because I'm in HR field since from the last 20 years, even last 2 years also we are monitoring. If the candidate is technically sound and communicationally strong, okay, we will allow you as a fresher only. Don't think about any career gap and all those things if you are strong. The assignment is to submit in forms, right? Yes, Dinesh. Madhu, regarding test. Day 1, Madhu, I'll check with the team if it is possible. మీకు ఏదైతే వాట్సాప్ ఛానల్లో మీకు లింక్ వచ్చిందో వాళ్ళకి ఒకసారి పర్సనల్గా మెసేజ్ చేయండి. చేస్తే వాళ్ళు డే 1 అసెస్మెంట్ లింక్ని మీకు షేర్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, మధు డే 1 అసైన్మెంట్ ఇవ్వలేదు, మా డే 2 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసాం. ఎందుకంటే డే 1 క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది కదా, సో డే 2 నుంచి అసైన్మెంట్ స్టార్ట్ చేసాం. ఓన్లీ డే 1 ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ తీసుకున్నాం అంతే. Yeah, I didn't receive day 1 assignment. Yes, correct, Dinesh. Anything else, guys? మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి రిఫర్ చేయండి. ఓకే, ఎనీ డౌట్స్ నేను ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ద సెషన్ నేను జాయిన్ అవుతాను. You can ask me a number of questions regarding your career, doubts, AML future, data science future, ఏదైనా సరే you can ask me. Remaining already completed. Okay, Madhu. Okay. Okay, Sahiti. Anything else, guys, you wanted to ask me? Yes. Is it better to do final year project on my own or should take mentor's help? Dinesh, see, it depends. Like, final year, because you are a fresher, the company won't expect that much of anything. But if you wanted to, build your brand, like, in salary bargaining, all those things, you need mentors because as a fresher, you should know what is going on real time, right? If you are having a real-time knowledge when you are projected that in an interview, you will get a very good package as compared to others. If they came with the 5 lakhs package, if you are performing with real-time examples, they may give you up to 10 lakhs also. Okay, always a mentor support is very good for the freshers. I'll support. Sir, I am BSc computer science student, 2023 passed out. Is there any current openings? Sheshu, for what actually? You already are tried on any domain, or you wanted to participate in campus drives? There are many openings. There are many openings for developers, testers, and this Monday we are also conducting a drive for testers, those who are BSc computer science and any degree students having basic knowledge and manual testing. There are many openings. Don't believe, guys, like many of the People are telling there are no calls and all those things. Freshers is always having a calls. Please. The only thing is develop any one skill or communication. Sir, what if exam not qualified on 16th day? From VQ, what will you provide? Will you provide the internship complete certificate? Complete, will you provide future mentorship? Sir, if exam not qualified and say only 16th, no. We will see 16th day examination is for we are having a very good offers, like we some set of people ki మా campus లో జరిగే campus drives కి ఫ్రీ అలాట్మెంట్ ఇవ్వడానికి, లైక్ వాళ్ళు హ్యాపీగా వచ్చి పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అది ఒకటి డిజైన్ చేసాము. రెండు కోర్సెస్ లైక్ మీరు క్యాంపస్ లో సెలెక్ట్ అవ్వలేదు, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు డెవలప్ యువర్ టెక్నికల్ నాలెడ్జ్, మీరు మా దగ్గరికి వస్తే మంచిగా డిజైన్ చేసాం, లైక్ ఏ ఆఫర్స్ ఇవ్వాలి మీకు అన్నది, అండ్ ఇంకోటి కెరీర్ గైడెన్స్ ఎలా ఇవ్వాలి, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ వి డిజైన్. 16th డే ఇస్ జస్ట్ ఫర్ యువర్ వాల్యుయేషన్, అంటే వాళ్ళకి ఏదైనా బెనిఫిట్స్ ఇవ్వాలి బెస్ట్ వచ్చిన స్టూడెంట్స్కి అన్నది. ఓకే, అండ్ 15th డే వరకు మీరు అసెస్మెంట్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తే చాలు, యూ విల్ గెట్ ఇన్ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ సర్టిఫికేషన్. హౌ కెన్ ఐ గెట్ దట్ డ్రైవ్ లింక్? శ్రీనిధి, వాట్ డ్రైవ్ లింక్? Sir, will there be any regular class on Sunday? Only on ATS resume class only. Yes, only ATS resume class 10 to 12. We'll have interaction. Resume, what are the things you should keep or what not to keep. We will discuss each and everything. Only resume class, right? Don't think it's only resume class. There is a many, you can ask, only it is an interactive class, like there you have many myths like am I qualified, I'm a 2023 passed out, 2018 passed out, 2020 passed out, shall I go with any experience and all those things. You can ask a number of questions to me, because I will take care that session, because what is going on real time I'll explain you. You can suggest this session to your friends also. We are not coming any calls. Who told? Kornika Saraswati. Yes, Saraswati, I'll check with my team. We are not coming any calls. What? Didn't get. Currently, I'm pursuing degree final year in BCS stream. May I get job through VQ? Definitely, Prakash. But the only thing is, you should get a best percentage. In the 16th day examination. Sir, I have completed my degree on BA. Is it okay to complete the course and getting placement? Guys, in IT industry, you can go with any degree, but the only thing is, if you wanted to go with the IT industry, you should match the real-time environment, like technical skills only. And along with technical skills, if you are having a communication skills also, you will get a very high good package. Master's study abroad, Ankit's iPhone. Okay. Didn't get Ankit. We are applied, but we are not getting any calls and feedback, sir. For what, Saraswati? But they are applied. I didn't get. Like you applied for this internship program, right? And you are not receiving any calls from our team, right? Okay, jobs. Okay, I'll discuss on Sunday, Saraswati. I'll explain you each and everything on that day. What is the exam date? It's 16th February morning session or afternoon session? Exam date.
Exam timing, sir. Morning or afternoon.
As usual time, it is we are planning after 4 p.m. in 4 to 6 p.m. because many of the students are in colleges, right? So the 16th day will conduct in the evening time only examination, 2 hours. Sir, do you have any openings for freshers in development side in your VQ? Yes, Sahiti, we will have openings. My background is EEE department. In this internship, better to mention in my resume to get better opportunity. Yes, obviously. Master's degree abroad, fee cost. Ankit, you can text me in WhatsApp, then I will revert you. What are the best skills to learn to meet the expectation of current IT industry? Madhu, may I know your background and we will discuss on Sunday? Because that session is completely for you only, like whatever the doubts you are having on IT sector, I'll clear. 10 to 12. 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 10 Thank you, Madhu. And you can refer that there to your friends also. Maybe some of them are having doubts on, small doubts regarding IT industry, right? I'll clear. So no longer responses form filling. TNV Lakshmi, on what, may I know that particular day, Lakshmi, can I? Like it is, second day or third day or fourth day? Because we are closing after 48 hours only. If you need, we will activate. Yes. Day 3 format. ఒకసారి యాక్టివేట్ చేయండి ఏఐఎంఎల్ డెఫినెట్లీ లక్ష్మి. ఎనీథింగ్ ఎల్స్ గైస్? సో ప్లీజ్ ఆల్ ద వెరీ బెస్ట్. AI and ML is the current trending technologies. ఓకే, క్లౌడ్ అండ్ ఏఐఎంఎల్ జస్ట్ 2 months కనుక మీరు వెయిట్ చేస్తే, you are trained అయి ఉంటే, then you will get a very huge number of opportunities on these 2 domains. Thank you very much guys. Good day. సేవ్ చేసావా సెషన్? బాగానే చెప్పానా?
చాలా బాగా చెప్తాను.
నేను ఇంటరాక్ట్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది నా దాంట్లో స్టూడెంట్స్. మీకు రాలేదు నేను వచ్చింటే